Hello, in this video we're going to cover the special scale bar, and that's a part of your default layout template. Of course you can change your own default layout template or use any other layout template that you have saved, but it is a part of the default that comes with your Atlas build, and you can add it using the toolbar insert special scale bar option where you just draw that, and I'm going to do that later in the video. Couple things to know about the special scale bar is it will always stay at 1 inch. So no matter where you draw this or how big of a box you draw when you draw this, and I'll just do that real quick, it's always going to draw on the map as 1 inch. So you can see these are always going to be 1 inch, and that just keeps things consistent, potentially for reviewers, or just if you're making multiple maps, it's kind of something that you don't have to think about. You don't have to set the size on it over here. It's always going to be an inch, and you can actually, I'm just going to delete that. You can actually see that if you zoom to 100% here, as I've probably mentioned other times. Zooming to 100% here will actually make this display 8.5 by 11. That's what I have set here. And you could actually put a ruler up, and this would actually be an inch on your monitor. Atlas checks for your monitor size and sets the DPI. So this is actually an inch, and at 100%, this is actually what you're going to see when you print. So it's kind of nice for just getting your reference and your scale correctly in your mind's eye before you do a print. The other thing to notice is it always reflects what you have set on your main map window. If I select this map, you can see I have it here, and zoom in, zoom out, you can see that's adjusting as we go. I'm just going to click on fit to screen to get that larger again. And so we're at 800 feet. A third way to do this, if you did make an adjustment and you didn't mean to, this isn't actually dealing directly with the scale bar, but you can select the map, and right here there's a scale option in the properties, and you can type in and hit enter, and that will adjust your feet. So we can set that to 1,000, and that will reflect on the scale bar immediately. All these other options are pretty much covered in other videos. Font, you can change the font if you'd like to, and that just is for the numbers. You can change the color of the scale bar. There's several options here. You can choose to add a neat line or change the background. So we just kind of make this thing look a little crazy here, but we can put a neat line on using the outline option, or we can put the background color using these fill options and hit apply to change that. A little bit hard to see the neat line there. I'm just going to take that, make that transparent again. So yeah, pretty customizable. And the last thing I'll cover is the use unit or unit use short name. So changing that, you can see that this is going to display the full text, or it's going to abbreviate that, feet to an inch, feet to inches. You can change the unit. It's always by default set to feet because that's what we use on the scale on the main map window here. But if you had some reason that you needed to change that, you can actually change the units. So we were at 1,000 inch to a feet. Now, or we were at 1 inch to 1,000 feet. Now we're at 12,000 inches to inches because it's kind of linked up with the inches to feet. You can change that to yards, and the unit text will automatically change to match what you have there, but it is possible to go in and change this unit text to any other unit that you want, and that will show up there. And for that, I think we're going to call that good. Again, really the only things that you are going to potentially want to change would be some of these symbol properties. The font and things are usually going to be okay. Color and background, most likely you might just want to be putting a neat line on there using the background option, and then changing your units and display text if you want to show those the full word or abbreviation. Okay, thank you.